Midfield. Forward. Defender. Defender. Luba. Forward. Defender. Midfield. Defender.
Reese Buckmaster. Yep.
No worries. Yeah, that'll work. I don't know if you have time, if you can rearrange the team on the left to where it's just goalkeeper, then defenders, then midfielders, then forwards. If you don't have time, it's not a huge deal. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. The actual graphic is out of whack. All right, so goalkeeper is 24. Yeah. $24 goalkeeper. I got it. Yeah, I sent you a text with the tactical lineup.
After more than a month on the road, Atlanta United 2 returns home to Kennesaw. One of the toughest tests in the East awaits. It's the USL Championship on ESPN Plus next. From Fifth Third Bank Stadium in Kennesaw, Georgia, it is the USL Championship on ESPN Plus. Tonight, it is number 2 versus number 10 right now in the East, as New York Red Bulls 2 at 7-3-2 come to visit Fifth Third at Atlanta United 2 coming in at 3-5-4. Alongside Jason Longshore, I'm John Nelson. Thanks for accessing us however you are doing so tonight. And Jason, if you haven't seen these two sides, really you could look at them in MLS and get pretty much a shadow of what you're going to be seeing tonight with these two sides.
This has turned into one of the top rivalries in Major League Soccer. Atlanta United and the New York Red Bulls have different approaches to the game that can result in some fireworks on the field. Expecting the same here because we've seen it already in their 2 previous matchups in USL last year. Red Bulls 2 coming in off the big 4-0 win over Bethlehem last week. That snapped a 3-match winless run. Atlanta United 2 comes in the final playoff spot. They're trying to hold on and make the postseason for the first time.
It is military night tonight. We'll be getting into that as we go. But when you look at players to watch, Jason will start off the New York Red Bulls 2, and it's a man in the middle who scored a lot last week.
Kyle Zayats comes in after a 2-goal performance and a USL Championship Team of the Week performance in that win over Bethlehem. 5 starts on the season, but this is a player who knows the Red Bulls style inside and out. He joined the academy at 13 years old. Played for Red Bulls 2 in 2015 before going on to play at Georgetown, was a star in the Big East at Georgetown, and now he's returned to Red Bulls 2 for 2019.
For Atlanta United 2, they had last week off, but the guy who scored the goal in the 1-1 draw in Charleston, Laurent Kisiadou.
Laurent Kisiadou getting healthy has been a big part of Atlanta United 2 getting 3 straight results. This is his 5th start on the season. He has a goal. He has 2 assists so far. 3 goals last year, and we know what he can do 1v1, and one of the most exciting players in the club.
So when we come back to Kennesaw and Fifth Third Bank Stadium, it's lineups, it's coaches, and we'll get you ready for the first 45 minutes. Atlanta United 2, Red Bulls 2 around the corner on ESPN Plus. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
Los accidentes suceden sin avisar y conseguir el tratamiento médico que usted o un familiar merece puede resultar difícil si no cuenta con la ayuda de un buen abogado. Por eso nos dedicamos a pelear por sus derechos, asegurándonos que usted no solo reciba la compensación que merece, sino que también reciba la mejor atención médica. Le atendemos en español. 404-888-8888. Bader Law Firm, comprometidos con usted y su familia.
I knew your name before you did. I knew your fears, your hopes. I knew what you could accomplish, how great you could be. And I knew just where to take you when you got hurt.
You'll be back out there in no time.
For physical therapists and certified athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
There are never enough hours in the day, so you can't let sniffles, strep, or aches and pains slow you down. But finding great healthcare that fits your schedule can be tricky. With Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, you can get great same-day care right around the corner. There are 27 locations and counting, all with extended hours and most open 7 days a week. You can book an appointment online to get in, out, and on your way. Visit piedmont.org/quickcare now to learn more. Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, one stop to better.
Los accidentes suceden sin avisar y conseguir el tratamiento médico que usted o un familiar merece puede resultar difícil si no cuenta con la ayuda de un buen abogado. Por eso nos dedicamos a pelear por sus derechos, asegurándonos que usted no solo reciba la compensación que merece, sino que también reciba la mejor atención médica. Le atendemos en español. 404-888-8888. Bader Law Firm, comprometidos con usted y su familia.
Welcome back to Kennesaw for a little action at the Fraction. It is military night here in the USL Championship with Red Bulls 2 going up against Atlanta United 2. And Jason, let's take a peek at the starting lineup, starting off with Red Bulls 2. What do you see when you look at their starting 11?
Well, one name that you're used to seeing in the starting 11 that you will not see tonight is Jordan Scarlett. Suspended due to yellow card accumulation, been a stud at center back for Red Bulls 2. Janos Lube is going to get the start, his second start since coming to the Red Bulls from Fordham University. Jean-Christophe Kofi also returns to the starting lineup this week.
What about the flip side for the home team back after a month on the road?
Atlanta United 2 also missing a key contributor. Lawrence Wyke is suspended due to yellow card accumulation. Look for this midfield of Vent, Kisiadu, and Carlton to provide, I think, a good attacking spark. There's a lot of pressure on Will Vent in this one because he is by far the most defensively minded of the three. He's going to have to set the pace in terms of controlling possession for Atlanta tonight.
Head coaches Stephen Glass and John Wolenek for these two sides. There's Glassy, Natalie attired in the white golf shirt this evening.
Glassy in his first year with Atlanta United 2. He's been part of Atlanta United's academy, has worked with many of the Atlanta United 2 players during his time in the academy.
And John Wolenek, if you don't know your U.S. soccer history, one of the most talented guys out there on the touchline.
John Wolenek is the only manager New York Red Bulls 2 has ever known. It's his 5th year at the helm. He has been a big part of producing a number of talents for the Red Bulls first team.
And we are now underway here in Kennesaw. Once again, thanks for accessing us however you are doing so, large device or small. And if you're accessing us here tonight at the park, thanks for hanging out there with us as well. Let us know what's going on in your mind at OSG Nelson and at Longshoe on Twitter. Red Bulls in their silver kits this evening, working their way. Dylan Castanera trying to come back to the post to get that one, and it's headed and cleared. Jumping into the play quickly, and let's take a look at the gentlemen who are going at it tonight. The man in the middle, Alejandro Mariscal, is your referee. Assistants, Dallas Rozier and Ryan Starr. Your fourth official is Jacob Alwas. Atlanta United 2 trying to backtrack defensively here. And once again, if you've seen Red Bulls in Major League Soccer, you're going to see mirror image tonight here with Red Bulls 2. And Jason, this is only their 4th away match all season long.
Yeah, Red Bulls, too, they're going to come in here and want to play direct, want to press. They're going to want to play as close to the style that they have at home this season. They've picked up a number of wins at home, but how does that travel? That's the big question.
Wesley Dacus.
Dacus returning to Atlanta after a spell at the U20 World Cup with Honduras. Guillermo Benitez and his Panama squad made it to the knockout round. Benitez is expected back with Atlanta next week.
So Dacus getting involved there. George Campbell at the back, trying to dribble out of trouble and desperately trying to get rid of it as Atlanta United 2 right now. Dylan Castanera gets rid of it, and it's up in the middle third. Good work right there, trying to spring Gordon Wild. It's good to see Gordon Wild up top.
So Atlanta shifted things around a little bit. I think Stephen Glass might have been trying some things out with that lineup card. Luis Fernando is playing at left back, and it's Jack Metcalf paired up with Will Vint in the holding midfield. Andrew Carlton's functioning as a number 10. Kisiadu over on the left, Gordon Wild on the right, and Romario Williams up top.
There you saw Romario right there with Evan Loro. It's interesting to see Red Bulls 2 in their silver kits here. Dacus and Luis Fernando backtracking a little bit. Nicely done by Luis Fernando, and it's going to be a goal kick.
Luis Fernando's a player who has been really impressive with Atlanta United 2 this season. Came over after 3 years with the Richmond Kickers, mostly known for his 1v1 ability, his attacking ability. Tonight, this is the first chance we've had to see him play as a left back.
I know that you had some ideas when it came to the keys for the match tonight. What were some of your ideas that you had coming in here with these two teams?
Well, when you look at the Red Bulls, they come in after a big win, but they had that 3-match winless run. That can kind of get you back to playing your style, a little bit of that bad medicine. And Thunder Road, I mean, if you're trying to describe the Red Bull style, it is make it frantic, make it hectic. For Atlanta, they've got to be courageous and brave in playing their possession game, and they have to play at a faster pace. We've seen them at times struggle to play at full match speed.
And so we'll see what those keys, see how they translate here in the first 45 minutes as we are now late in minute number 4. And it's going to be a throw for Red Bulls 2, and it's Janos Luba.
Red Bulls want to make the game fast and frantic. Atlanta wants to calm it down and possess the ball. Big clash of styles.
Lemma with the throw, picked up left into the box. Opportunity there for Red Bulls 2. George Campbell will clear, but once again, Reese Buckmaster, one of the best names in all of USL. There to keep the pressure on for Red Bulls 2.
Red Bulls want to see Atlanta forced into those types of clearances. They want that. They want the game back and forth. Mariscal already tells Jack Metcalf, no more talking, no more conversation, and he did not listen.
And there's a yellow.
That's very quick.
Yes.
On a dissent yellow card.
5th minute, and the captain gets a yellow. So we'll keep an eye on that.
Not the franticness that we were expecting.
No. And they're going to call a foul on Romario. Quick reset here for Red Bulls 2.
Zayats went down quickly after contact from Williams.
And getting the ball out of the way.
Good pressure from Stroud.
Gallagher. And so it's going to be a quick corner here, early minute number 6 for Red Bulls 2.
Yeah, Gallagher gives that corner away. Stroud putting pressure on him, and Gallagher can't turn it away to give up the throw instead.
So it looks like Lemma will take for Red Bulls 2.
Mariscal having a long conversation with Andrew Carlton now.
Sent in off the chest, easy pickup for Dylan Castanera, and trying to quickly send Laurent Kisiadu. But there was Luba, who was marking Kisiadu, and wins the ball, so it'll be a throw for Red Bulls 2 once more.
Mariscal's got his work cut out for him tonight.
He's already.
Stroud was wanting to do a throw at the same time as Gallagher and just toss the ball back on the field to delay it a little bit.
as we turn minute number 7. And let's see, Mariscal's had, I think, 4 separate conversations already.
It's going to get more of those as we go.
Luis Fernando is called for the foul.
Nice defensive work from Kofi. He got the position on Fernando. But that's what you want to see out of Luis Fernando going forward. You want to see that 1v1 ability that we talked about we've seen from him in the attack. You want to see that as a defender. Kofi wins the spot. Little bit of contact, not much. Goes down easily, gets the call. It's the correct call.
Luba lost it. Nicely done there by Gordon Wild, but it'll be a throw for Red Bulls 2. And Mariscal.
I don't know what the problem was with that one.
So Luba will throw it forward this time. Sent into the middle by Stroud. Lemma. Buckmaster with some space. Will Vint was there. Luis Fernando is there to intercept, and it'll be a throw for Red Bulls 2 here halfway through minute number 8.
Nicely defended by Fernando, but you have to find a teammate. You have to keep possession there if you're Atlanta United too.
Zayat sends it forward. Big left and parried by Castanera, and it will be a corner for Red Bulls 2.
That shot had a little extra sauce on it. Castanera nearly caught leaning the wrong way. Gets back to the near post to make the save. We get another look at it here. Captain Chris Lemma hits that very well. Castanera has to make a quick reaction save. He has his 21st on the year.
Sent in a couple of contacts there with a couple of different kits, and it'll be a goal kick for Atlanta United 2. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the finest leagues in the world since 1947. Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. Once again, that pressure from Red Bulls 2 creates a turnover and an opportunity outside the box with the left up and over, and a tip by Castanera for another corner.
Big save from Castanera. Gets the left hand up to it. Get another look at this before the corner kick. The cut inside, curler with the left foot. Castanera gets a hand to it.
Corner sent in. Going to be another corner. Said last touched by a cleat from Atlanta United 2, and it's going to be Lemma this time who will do it.
Last touch was off of Metcalf.
Stroud was there for short corner, but now he's gone inside the area. Sent in with the left, headed and just missed. They're saying last touched by the stripes, and it'll be a third corner in a row here.
Jean-Christophe Kofi with the header looking for the near post.
Lemma, take 3, headed clear. Rito with the right, chips it in to the middle, headed and just missed again. This time it will be a goal kick. Pressure constant from Red Bulls too.
Rito with the recycled cross there on the backside. Kofi again with a pretty clean look at goal, heads it wide. Castanera appeared to have it covered. A little extra dive just to be sure.
Castanera looking for Gallagher. Over Gallagher and Luba, and it will be a throw for Red Bulls 2 here halfway through minute 11.
Atlanta really struggling to get their foot on the ball and just hold possession for a bit.
Before last week and the 4-0 win against Bethlehem, it was 2 straight losses for John Wolinek's side, Red Bulls 2.
3 straight without a win. That win over Bethlehem changed the fortunes of Red Bulls 2, at least in the short term.
Kofi had an idea. Atlanta United 2 there to defend. Back to Castanera.
Smart there to play back to your goalkeeper, reset a little bit. Red Bulls are going to step up and press high.
Toward center circle, won by Romario. Gordon Wild had it, spun out. And it's going to go all the way back to Evan Loro, who will send it forward with the left, looking for Stroud. And Campbell was there.
Luba with just a bit of pressure on Gordon Wild forced that spin out.
Elney, Dacus on him. And Dacus comes out with it. Elney wanted a whistle because he thought that there was a lot of gripping of the kit. Push from Kofi that time. And he'll get a card.
Quick yellow card to Kofi there. Little surprised about that one. Carlton with a heavy touch, but Kofi extends the arm. It's just too easy for the call to be made. Carlton not quite controlling it there, and Kofi just gets the arm extended. It's an easy foul call, maybe a little bit early on the yellow card.
But then let me ask you this, with the early yellow on Metcalf,
they're
even though
completely
it was,
different.
that's what I was going to say. I mean, even though it was for dissent.
Nah, they're completely different.
Okay.
If you're giving up makeup yellow cards at this point, that's a problem. Got to be better on the passing there.
Carlton tried to get it away from Stroud. Gallagher. Carlton. Nicely done to get around Lemma. Sends it over to the far. Kept in nicely by Luis Fernando. Back and forth with Vint. Carlton tried to backheel it forward. Romario is there in the corner looking for AC. Red Bulls get there first, but Luis Fernando's there to defend.
That's the fight in the corner from Romario Williams that you need to see. Throws the big body around and wins that, keeps possession. Gallagher down, grabbed his hamstring immediately.
In transition, Red Bulls 2, Stroud. Kisidu got in the way. No call from Mariscal, so here comes Campbell with it. He's got some dribbling room. Here's Wild. Gallagher to his right, and he will end up with it. Tried to center it. Didn't get enough on it to turn it properly, and it's going to be a goal kick for Red Bulls 2.
Looks like Gallagher's okay. Immediately grabbed his hamstring when he went down, but then he's made a couple runs since, and he appears to be moving all right.
Luba tried to work it through Campbell. Campbell was there to intercept, and back comes Will Vint. Kisiadu. Luis Fernando thought about a pass, pulled it back in. Carlton center circle. Campbell is going to have to backtrack for it, and he's being chased. That extra defender being the touchline created an opportunity for Red Bulls 2 and a turnover.
Atlanta United's passing has not been good enough tonight. This season, they are second in the USL Championship with an 81.34 pass completion percentage. Tonight, nowhere near that, partially due to the pressure of Red Bulls 2. Partially, Atlanta's at times just bad giveaways on their own.
Loro. But Campbell was there after the initial joust. It goes back to Castanera.
Dacus up strong with Elney.
As we turn minute 16. Goalless here. One other match tonight in USL. Full schedule tomorrow. We'll go over that at the half. There's a match in the Western Conference tonight. But a lot of action tomorrow as Lemma tried to send it through. No one was there except for Castanera, and Atlanta United 2 will have it again with Dacus and Castanera going back and forth. Gallagher giving chase with Kilwine. Kilwine will go back to Loro, and Loro will just get rid of it.
Pressing teams sometimes don't like to be pressed, and Evan Loro there did not like John Gallagher chasing him down.
Campbell, Vint, Metcalf. Gordon Wild on the turn. Kisiadu will settle. Look to drive. Looking for Romario, not enough on it. Red Bulls 2 send it back out. But once again, Atlanta United 2 coming after it. And here's Luis Fernando again.
Good ball from Vint out to Fernando.
Double teamed on the touchline. Fernando touches it last, halfway through minute number 17, and we are goalless.
ATL UTD2 for a chance to win exclusive club signed balls.
Kisidu looking for Carlton, defended nicely by the Silver Kit, sent forward with the left. Too much on it, and it goes to Castanera. Campbell turned on Stroud, but it ends up going back to Dillon, and they'll try it all over again. Looking for Wild. Luba was there first. Carlton wins second ball. Metcalf and Gallagher. And back to George Campbell. Carlton center circle to Will Vint. Kisidu turns, looking for action up front. Back to Carlton, who will send it. Laura will save.
Good break for Atlanta. Gordon Wild lays that off for Andrew Carlton. No hesitation from AC, looking for the immediate shot on goal. Forces Loro into a save.
And if you look at conditions now, it is not the conditions that we had about 2 hours ago and on the drive up here.
Give it about 20 minutes. It might change.
Uh-huh. Buckmaster with the interception. Red Bulls 2 tried to push it into the middle. Sent out nicely. Gordon Wild will maintain.
Nice work by Dacus again, jumping into that passing lane.
Gallagher back to Campbell. Looking for Carlton. Pushed in the back. Wild got there on the second ball. AC had 2 Silver Kits there with him, and it's going to end up going back to Loro.
Carlton thought Luba tripped him from behind.
Loro directing a lot of traffic before he sends it forward. Campbell wins the early joust, but Luba comes down with it, and he's got space. Wild on him, sent in with the left, right on to Castanera.
George Campbell from Atlanta United's academy. A lot of 1v1 battles tonight with Sebastian Elney. So far, Campbell's looked like he's up for it.
Elney. Campbell couldn't get rid of it. Vint nicely done. Trying to find an outlet. He'll just send it long, looking for Kisidu. Flicks, and Romario's got space. Big strides from number 9 on Loro. Loro gets there and blocks the path, and it's going to end up being a throw. Nicely defended by Evan Loro.
Full credit to Janos Lube there, chasing Williams down and making that last touch really difficult for him.
Gallagher looked to drive. Stroud is there.
We'll get another look at that Williams chance. Lube with a nice defensive play. Loro with the big save. Break for Williams. Lube just enough to pressure him. And that's the thing for a player who was a forward, a great attacking player at Fordham. Lube's converting into a defender, and to not give up on that play, he made it more difficult for Williams to get the chance that he wanted.
Vint looking for a partner, found Campbell. Campbell's pass was picked off by Luba, but Campbell will get it back, and it'll go back to Castanera after Stroud was pursuing just a bit. Halfway through minute 21 into the center circle, still goalless here. Nicely flicked. Opportunity here for Red Bulls 2. Dacus defending, chipped back left, right on, opportunity and in.
Flag's up.
Flag is up, so it will not count.
Unbelievable first save from Dylan Castanera. Appears to be the first chance ruled offside. I believe the second one was, no doubt. Not sure if the first chance was. Cedeno cut it back. I believe it was the one that put the ball in the back of the net, the rebound that was offside.
And Stroud was waving his finger saying it was not him and he was not offside.
I'm pretty sure the final touch was offside.
Right. So let's take another peek.
Can't really tell the angle from here.
But
the
a
first
great save by
save
Castanera.
looks like Stroud is in behind Campbell and Dacus, who were the last two Atlanta defenders back.
Player down for Red Bulls too. Let's see if we can find out who that is. Looks like Preston Kilwine is down. Kilwine, the 6'4", 190-pounder out of Pleasant Hill, California, spent his college time at Florida Gulf Coast.
Defensive Player of the Year in 2018 in the Atlantic Sun. See if we can tell what happened here as he goes up with Romario Williams.
Landed right on that hip, on that right hip of his.
Up now a little gingerly.
Yeah, got up to the second floor, but there wasn't anybody there to help him to brace the fall, and he hit that right hip pretty hard, and you see him kind of walking off, kind of crashing on that side.
Couple defenders on the bench for Red Bulls 2 today. Looks like both of those defenders are up warming up. John Wolenik has a decision to make here. It's a young bench tonight for him on the road. Both teams have some challenges with the schedule at the current moment. Wolenik, his first team has a match in Major League Soccer this weekend, so you don't see some of the first team players that we've seen feature for Red Bulls 2 this season. They have a bench full of academy players. Atlanta United 2 has a U.S. Open Cup match on Tuesday against the Charleston Battery. Some players that we've seen for Atlanta United 2 this season not here because they're likely going to be part of that first team in Charleston on Tuesday.
Dacus lets it go. Luis Fernando sends it back to 5 in the stripes. Kisiadu was there. Fernando. Carlton. Kisiadu tried to flick it forward. Goes back to Red Bulls. Big drive here, left off. Center, through everything. Who's going to get there first? Looks like Gordon Wild will get there, but he'll let it go for a stripes throw.
Luis Fernando lost his footing, and if you're not in the metro Atlanta area, a lot of rain here before we got started tonight. Field is very slick.
Romario looking to settle it on the bounce. Picked away by Zayats and Kofi, and it goes back to Evan Loro, who applauds his guys' defensive efforts to get the ball back to him so they can start back over on offense.
Kilwine back in the match now. Kofi was covering for him at center back in that last sequence.
Big boot flicked forward. Dacus is there to clean it up, and he'll just get rid of it. So it will be a Red Bulls 2 throw as we hit minute 26.
JCL Cedeno starting to create some opportunities down the right side for New York. Another academy player from Ecuador originally scored a big goal in the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup to put the Red Bulls U23s in the lead in their first match against FC Motown. Ended up going to penalties, and Red Bulls U23s did prevail there.
Sent in with the right, but the only person there is Gallagher. And one of the players from the U19 to finish your story for Red Bulls 2. Sal Esposito was the guy who hit the clinching PK in that match, and he's on the bench tonight as a part of the expanded.
Esposito's been working himself into some Red Bulls 2 consideration over the last few weeks. Would expect to see him in the second half tonight.
Metcalf has Gallagher to his right. Romario lost his footing. Gallagher will try to slow it down. Metcalf thought about sending it in. Gallagher will take it, looking for a partner. Finds Carlton. too much trying to get it to Metcalf, so it'll be a Red Bulls throw. Well defended there by Gallagher to slow things down. Stroud was looking for the pickup after it hit the turf, but nicely done by Captain Jack to keep it for the Stripes. Andrew Carlton, great idea, chested by Romario, last touch by Loro, and we get our first Creature Comforts corner kick of the night.
Perfect ball from Andrew Carlton out wide on the right on the touchline. Plays it into Romario Williams. Off his chest, he can't settle it. Loro wasn't quite sure where he was and touches that wide.
This corner kick brought to you by
So Luis Fernando will take the corner here as we get close to minute 28.
Pursue your passion.
Carlton inside the 6. Short corner to Metcalf instead.
No one can keep their footing in this half.
No. Metcalf brings it back out to Vint, who finds Gallagher. Sent in with the right. Carlton wanted to head it. Nicely defended. It's going to end up being a goal kick for Red Bulls, too.
We'll go back to the original cross from Carlton. Red Bulls, too, with an opportunity, though, as they break quickly down the other way.
Great pass from Stroud to try to get something going inside the area, but Campbell gets rid of it. Luis Fernando. And a big boot there keeps any Atlanta United 2 momentum from happening. Nicely done there by Rito.
New York able to break way too easily and pick out Stroud. Stroud with a nice ball to Cedeno. Can't get anything out of it, though.
Dacus lets it drop, tries to come back over the top to send it forward. Red Bulls 2 throw. Fans follow Atlanta United 2 and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN Plus. Home to the USL, MLS, UFC, Open Cup, and more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who've already discovered ESPN Plus and watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. Kisidu looking for Carlton, too tall. Red Bulls 2 have it. Will Vint gets in the way. And here come the Stripes. Carlton again. Kisidu has folks in the middle. Finds Romario's center circle. Gallagher and Gordon Wild. He'll cut it back nicely. Thinking about it with the left. Kilwine gets a cleat in the way. Sends it straight up into the air, but it'll stick with the Stripes here, turning minute 30.
Gordon Wild, 7 goals last season for the Charleston Battery on loan from Atlanta United. We know he has that loaded left boot. Any chance he has inside 25 yards, he's looking to fire.
And any chance that you know that when he's on the right-hand side and he cuts it back in, if he's going to find that opportunity, he's going to want to launch it.
On this wet surface, you absolutely want that shot.
Romario has Carlton, throws it behind him instead. Campbell is there as the frantic pace back and forth continues here first half. Vint. Wild wants to turn, has to come out, and he'll find Kisidu. Kisidu. Captain Jack. Dribbles out of trouble to George Campbell near center circle.
Nice work in possession from Atlanta here.
Gallagher almost lost his footing, gained it back just in time, and Gordon Wild was trying to give it back to Gallagher, goes over the end line, goal kick.
You need the final reward for all of that, but nice, patient build up, but still at pace when they needed it to be. They didn't force anything. You need to get across, and you need to create a chance out of that.
Fans, the USL unveiled its elite youth platform, USL Academy. This allows clubs at all levels across the USL to develop its local youth and compete at the highest level across the United States, including the USL Academy Cup. For more information, visit uslsoccer.com/academy. Well defended there by Campbell. Tries to go around Stroud. No whistle there from Mariscal.
Stroud wanted a foul for that grab from Campbell.
All the way back to Castanero, who'll send it back into center circle. Romario lets it go. But AC and Gordon Wild combine. Romario off the left shoulder. Kisidu is there. He'll want to turn. stood up by Kofi. Nicely done there. Kisiadu tries to get possession back. He will. Sending it back to Luis Fernando.
Kisiadu battles to win that back after a good defensive effort from Kofi.
Gallagher and Campbell.
That passing that was sloppy for Atlanta in the early going, it is definitely tightened up much better with that exception.
Too much there from Castanera, so it'll be a throw. Buckmaster. Luis Fernando with a cleat in the way. It's going to stick with Red Bulls 2 as we head toward minute number 33. Get updates and alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for Atlanta United 2, then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores. Plus, get reminders on the Stripes' next match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your club inside the area, inside the 6. Castanera is there.
Elney unable to follow the flight of that cross. Couldn't pick it up on the ground. Looked like it kind of just bounced off of him right to Castanera.
Yeah.
Another Atlanta defender, though, loses their footing.
I feel like that should almost be an extra stat that we talk about at the half.
Be pretty equal between both teams.
Gallagher, nice flick with the outside of the right to Andrew Carlton.
Good decision.
All the way over through Kisiadu to Luis Fernando. There's Laurent. He'll let it go through. Romario turns with the right. Nicely defended up in the air. Laura will get there. Quick outlet. Stroud.
Huge tackle from Kyle Zayats.
Back and forth with Lemma and Stroud. Through center circle. Kisiadu gets there. Nicely done. Luis Fernando will keep it in.
Kisiadu got there in front of Zayats, but Zayats went down and has stayed down.
We got 2 Red Bulls 2 players down.
Zayats stayed down after the collision with Kisiadu.
And let's take a peek here. There's your collision where Zayats and Kisiadu meet.
Believe the other player down is Cedeno.
Yep, it is. Good eyes on you, JCL Cedeno. Having a bit of a talk with Sebastian Elney. And usually I ask you at about the 24th minute your initial thoughts as we hit the quarter pole, but since we're at minute 35, what do you know so far?
It's frantic. It's what you would expect from a Red Bulls match. Atlanta struggled with that early on. They found their footing for a while, at least in their passing game. They have taken over the possession lead, currently at 59%. Passing has gotten better, but you expect to not be passing at the same rate against a Red Bulls team. They're just not creating anything out of it. 4 shots for Atlanta, 7 for Red Bulls 2. Dylan Castanera has had to make 4 saves. Atlanta United 2 has to have that final product when they enter the final third.
Dacus, big left. Nicely done by Gordon Wild to bring it down, looking for Romario. But Red Bulls 2 get there. Will Vint keeps possession. Gets it away from Lemma. Trying to send it into a breaking Gordon Wild, intercepted. And Kisiadu hit the turf. Kofi working it over toward the touchline. There's some space. A lot of space taken over very, very quickly. Nicely done by Dacus. But Red Bulls 2 get it back. There's Stroud. Lemma launches with the left over the bar.
Dacus, great job defensively to win that back, but he immediately gives it away with a sloppy pass. You cannot have those turnovers in your own half against this New York squad.
Tune into ESPN3 June 18th, 10:30 Eastern Time for a special Tuesday edition of Wednesday Night Soccer as Phoenix Rising FC meets Reno 1868 in Nevada for a meeting between two of the best in the West. It's the week's best match on Wednesday Night Soccer on a Tuesday, June 18th, 10:30 Eastern on ESPN3. Gordon Wild couldn't settle. Stroud has it. Good work there by the Stripes to keep that break from coming to any kind of fruition. Campbell tries to send it forward. Carlton springs Romario. Another chance for Romario the second time here in the half. Tries to shoulder off and turn with the left. Nothing happening there, and it's going to be a throw deep in the attacking third for Atlanta United 2.
Andrew Carlton with another outstanding pass. We're going to get another look at that one here in just a second. Andrew Carlton has been giving Romario Williams a number of chances so far, but it's the effort of Preston Kilwine to get back, get a body on Romario Williams, and force the turnover.
Throw for Red Bulls 2 as we turn minute 38. Settled, and Lemma is looking for any kind of help as he tries to go forward. Vint was on him. Stroud in the middle, Metcalf calling for a mark. And Luis Fernando just sends it out, so it'll be a deep throw for Red Bulls 2, and a Red Bulls 2 player down again.
Fernando reached around Cedeno to clear that.
So JCL Cedeno is down. Lemma coming over to check. Kisidu coming over to check. Looks like he got the wind knocked out of him.
That's one way to put it.
Let's take another peek here. There's your whip around.
Fernando with the clearance and then got a little bit of Cedeno in a rather sensitive area, I believe.
Okay. Looked a little higher to me, and that's why I said what I said. Kofi with some back and forth. Carlton is chasing. Back into the middle of the pitch. Buckmaster. Luba being pressured by Wild, so it comes back to Reese. And a foul on Campbell, pushing the back.
Campbell goes in to win that. Stroud hits the eject button really quick. There is contact, and it's a dangerous free kick for Red Bulls 2.
So let's see what Lemma has in mind as we turn minute number 40. Alejandro Mariscal with the magic spray, and Carlton will go back. Will Vint is there. Stroud thought about it, then he sends it in with the right. And Decas did not touch it, so it will be a goal kick for Atlanta United 2. Look at all the silver kits, and we know that this is what we expect with Red Bulls 2. All the silver kits trying to keep an eye on Dylan Castanera as he tries to send it in over Gordon Wild. Metcalf trying to backtrack. Lemma sends it in with the left. Chance here. Bouncer inside the 6, sent out. Kofi is there. And Red Bulls 2 will reset. Kisidu on the mark. And the steal. Nicely done.
Excellent defensive work from Laurent Kisidu.
Luis Fernando turns. Nicely done there, too. Kisidu with space. Has Gordon Wild in front. Has Romario in front. Tried to send it over to Carlton. Is picked off by the Red Bulls.
He was waiting for the run of Carlton, but he waited too long.
Stroud driving on Campbell. Inside the area, and it looks like it hit Stroud last. It'll be a goal kick.
Excellent defending from George Campbell. He thought about going to ground in a very risky spot inside the 18, stayed on his feet, and ends up winning the goal kick. The maturation of George Campbell, 10th start this season in USL Championship. Gets better every week, it seems like.
Kofi. Lemma. Mariscal will whistle. Let's see if there's something pulled out of a pocket here, if it's just going to be a foul in a dangerous place for Red Bulls 2. Looks like he wants to have a talk with Wesley Dacus, and he'll write his name down.
A lot of production there for the yellow card. Dacus and Elney, contact at the top of the 18. Let's take another look at the foul. Great through ball from Lemma. And Dacus commits the foul. There were some complaints wanting a red card. George Campbell's right there. He's not the last defender. There's not a denying an obvious goal-scoring opportunity situation there. Yellow card is appropriate. Sloppy from Dacus.
So Stroud is over it. Lemma is there. Zayats is there. Zayats walking away. Mariscal with the magic spray is marked off 10.
Lots of production work to set up this set piece.
So
Stroud, Kofi,
Lemma. Stroud, wide.
Just not good enough for New York. Didn't test Castanera. Stroud pulls it wide.
Turn minute 44 here in an entertaining first half. We knew what we were getting with Red Bulls 2. Gallagher with the throw. Campbell. Not enough on it. Picked off. Cedeno. Gets it past Luis Fernando. Chance here for Red Bulls. 2 and in. Low drive, gets it past Dylan Castanera, and it's 1-0 Red Bulls 2 late in minute number 44.
The gut punch for Atlanta comes from Edgardo Rito. The overlap from the Venezuelan right back completely catches Atlanta by surprise. He's in past Fernando. Dacus too slow to come out and cut down the angle. He beats Castanera at the near post. Castanera expecting the cross. Kind of caught in between in no man's land. And Edgardo Rito gives New York the lead.
Rito's first goal of the year. And it's 1-0 Red Bulls 2 toward the tail end of the first 45 minutes.
The assist on the goal, number 68, Josiel Cedeno.
That's the one that drives you crazy if you're Stephen Glass, because you have in mind what you're going to say to the team at halftime, what adjustments you might be making in a scoreless match, and you have to tear up all of your notes and start again.
4 minutes added.
There was a lot of production on a lot of different set pieces and conversations, and a couple of injuries as well.
Will Vint. Gallagher finds Andrew Carlton. Romario called for it. Carlton will launch with the left, just missed.
Excellent run from Andrew Carlton. Creates a good lane for himself to get a look at goal.
Let's take another look at it real quick.
Carlton cuts over to the left. Good shooting lane, and he did not miss by much. Had Loro completely fooled.
Fans follow Atlanta United 2 and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN Plus, home to the USL, MLS, UFC, Open Cup, and more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who've already discovered ESPN Plus and watch the USL Championship live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. Red Bulls 2 in the corner. Tried to send it off of Luis Fernando. They do, so it's going to be a Red Bulls 2 corner kick. So while we're at it, get updates and alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for Atlanta United 2, then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores. Get reminders on the Stripes' next match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your club.
Chris Lima, the captain, will take this left-footed in-swinging corner. Red Bulls 2 try to double their lead.
Over Romario, over Stroud, but Stroud will get there. Sent in with the left through the area, chested down, blocked, and cleared.
Dacus with a block, Vint with a header to clear.
Luis Fernando got in the way of that pass from Rito, but it will be a throw for Red Bulls 2. Looking for some kind of rotation to help out for the throw. Dacus will position himself well. It goes over everybody, so it will be a goal kick for the Stripes.
Edgardo Rito, first goal of the season. He has 1 assist this year to go along with it. Really impressive right back for Red Bulls 2.
Castanera sends it. Kissidou lost the joust, but it will go to Rito. Luis Fernando back to defend nicely, and he'll swipe it with the left and clear. Try to work something quickly down the touchline. Take 2. Will Vint gets in the way, nicely done. Coming up on 3 minutes gone in the 4 minutes that were added. Metcalf can't get rid of it. Dacus does, but he didn't catch it flush the way that he wanted, so it's going to be a throw in the attacking third for Luba and Red Bulls 2. Stroud couldn't kick it in the direction he wanted. Gallagher will, and he'll just send it down into the middle towards center line. Kilwine was there. Back to Buckmaster, and Carlton is chasing, and it'll go all the way back to Loro. Big boot there. Looks like it's another attack for Red Bulls 2. Rito, step over. Sends it on the ground. Castanera was there. Elney was waiting, but it didn't get through Dillon, so the Stripes will come back through.
Every time Rito has gotten that full head of steam getting forward, Atlanta United backing off, giving him space.
Gallagher leaves for Wild. He'll go back to George Campbell.
Kissidou wanted that on the far side. New York did a good job of shutting it down on this side of the field.
And there you go. That'll do it for the first 45 minutes. And when you thought you knew what you were going to talk about heading into the locker room, Red Bulls 2 get a goal right there toward the end.
Edgardo Rito on that overlap from JCL Cedeno.
And we'll take a peek at everything that has gone on here in the first. Let's take a look right there. Castanera, nicely done.
Romario Williams with a big opportunity, but Evan Loro with the save.
And we'll come back. We'll get you through the half. Red Bulls 2 up 1-0 at the break. You're watching the USL Championship on ESPN Plus. Stick and stay. Intermission after this.
Accomplish, how great you can be. And I knew just where to take you when you got hurt.
You'll be back out there in no time.
For physical therapists and certified athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
Los accidentes suceden sin avisar y conseguir el tratamiento médico que usted o un familiar merece puede resultar difícil si no cuenta con la ayuda de un buen abogado. Por eso nos dedicamos a pelear por sus derechos, asegurándonos que usted no solo reciba la compensación que merece, sino que también reciba la mejor atención médica. Le atendemos en español. 404-888-8888. Bader Law Firm, comprometidos con usted y su familia.
There are never enough hours in the day, so you can't let sniffles, strep, or aches and pains slow you down. But finding great healthcare that fits your schedule can be tricky. With Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, you can get great same-day care right around the corner. There are 27 locations and counting, all with extended hours and most open 7 days a week. You can book an appointment online to get in, out, and on your way. Visit piedmont.org/quickcare now to learn more. Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, one stop to better.
I knew your name before you did. I knew your fears, your hopes. I knew what you could accomplish, how great you could be. And I knew just where to take you when you got hurt.
You'll be back out there in no time.
For physical therapists and certified athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
Welcome back to Kennesaw here on Military Night. It's, I wouldn't necessarily call it dizzy bat races, but it's just dizzy races in general as everybody's watching tonight. And we just had a check presentation on the pitch, $2,000 from the Atlanta United Foundation to the VEO. Nicely done here on Military Night. 1-0 at the break. Early thoughts?
Red Bulls, too, have been able to make this match theirs with their pressure, with playing so fast. It's a frantic style, and for a young team like Atlanta United, too, they're having some problems managing a 45-minute stretch of it. It was good in moments. They created some chances, 6 shots in the half, but not enough clear-cut chances, and when things broke down, Atlanta looked a little sloppy defensively.
And I know that Romario Williams had a couple of opportunities to try to get Atlanta United 2 on the board, but it was the defense for Red Bulls 2 that collapsed, and them coming back to prevent that from happening.
Andrew Carlton needs to get on the ball more for Atlanta United, too. He's been very dangerous creating opportunities so far.
When you talk about the USL and the USL Championship, there's a lot going on in the championship. There's a lot going on in League One. Here's a quick peek as to what's been going on these days in the USL.
No goal. The North remembers.
Round to find Lacroix. Now it's Musso. What a hit! Ryan Brown. Oh, that is electric from Phoenix on the break. Shot. Defensive juggernaut for both of these squads. Here we go again. Steinberger on the turn. It's going to fall through. Allen! Just like that, it's 3-3. Alex Bassetti making a darting run. It finds its way all the way to Bassetti. Plays it off. Still an opportunity. Brown! Taylor again. The menacing attack. Taylor lets it go. And there's the opener for North Carolina FC.
Frankie comes inside on Watson. Acres of space here for the left wing back. Forbes now pinching in space to shoot. He drives it and beats 4.
Tosh versus Van Oekel. Will this seal a spot? The 4th round. Number 4 delivers. 90th minute, Louisville leads at home again.
Into the 6-yard area, and it's Cicerone who wins in the air and restores St. Louis FC's 2-goal advantage.
So here comes Wynn. Is this onside? It is. A chance for Nashville to equalize, and they do! Carlton Belmar. Charleston into this round with 2 goals. And now, he sends them into the 4th round. Charleston with the upset.
Gonna tie his shoe while action goes on around him. Oh, big chance here for Lima.
Up against the top scorer.
Freighter puts it in. New Mexico United in front.
That's kept in play. Skundrits the initial effort. Another cross. Headed in! Winner Manova at the death!
The Open Cup. A lot of stuff going on, and the MLS teams coming in here as we get into round 4. But focusing on what's going on here in the East, and we'll get into one of the big storylines, and it's right there at the top with the Rowdies. Red Bulls 2 coming in. Obviously, it was 2 versus 10 coming in here tonight. Red Bulls at 7-3-2, only 1-1-1 away from Montclair. So we're seeing what they are able to do on the road as well. Nashville SC, Ottawa Fury are unbeaten in their last 3. Indy 11 unbeaten in their last 4. Lou City after a bit of a rough start. North Carolina FC, Dave Sarakin in charge there. We're seeing them at 5-2-5. Jason, what else pops out when you look at the top 10 in the East?
Charleston Battery, after that 1-1 draw with Atlanta United 2, they go into the Open Cup this week with an opportunity to face Atlanta United. It's a huge match for the Battery, but in the regular season, they've been up and down. You need a little more consistency out of Charleston.
And you look at this, and then you got the one match tonight in the West, but at the same time, there's a lot of stuff going on tomorrow when it comes to everyone who's 1 through 10 in the East. There's your quick peek.
Tampa Bay Rowdies and North Carolina FC. That's a must-win match in the Eastern Conference. Charleston hosting Birmingham, and I'm sure Atlanta United will be keeping an eye on what Charleston does tomorrow night. I wonder if they're going to play their first choice lineup in that one.
Yeah.
Louisville City hosting Loudoun United, Pittsburgh hosting Ottawa. Hartford Athletic, who's, I think, solidified things a little bit with this getting home and playing some matches in Connecticut. Hartford Athletic is a team that has improved in recent weeks.
And, you know, with Charleston, it's a thin roster, but Mike Enhauser has done things, and he's got 2 solid keepers, and you wonder which one's going to be playing on the weekend and which one will be in Open Cup. So that's going to be the interesting look at the schedule for tomorrow here in the East. And there are a bunch of storylines, and the number one storyline that you had in your news and notes are the folks at the top of the ladder.
Well, let's just get to the teams that are leading each of the conferences. And Tampa Bay has been one of the stories of 2019 in the USL Championship. There were a lot of questions when the Tampa Bay Rays Major League Baseball organization bought the Rowdies. They've changed the approach a little bit. You're seeing players like Juan Tejada become the face of the team rather than veterans like Joe Cole. It's really lending itself to a team that I think is capturing the imagination of that community. Another team that's capturing the imagination of their community is in Albuquerque, New Mexico United. It's a blast to watch matches from Isotopes Park. The Lab is always rocking, and that's a fun team to watch, led by Devin Sandoval, Santi Moar, and Kevon Frater. Gold Cup coming up in CONCACAF, 26 players from around USL, both in the championship and in League One, are representing at the Gold Cup. And there were a number of players on the Jamaican national team squad that beat the United States on Wednesday night in Washington, D.C.
And that's stuff that we'll keep an eye on going forward. We'll take a peek at the first half numbers, and if there's anything that stands out to you on this or any other sheet for that matter.
10 shots for New York is a lot in the first half. Possession's about what you would expect. The Red Bulls are not ever looking to dominate possession at any level of their club. They want you to have the ball. They want to create those turnovers and those opportunities, and they're getting a lot of them tonight. Atlanta United, too, as the match went on, they were able to control the possession a little bit. The middle third of the first half, I thought Atlanta United, too, was starting to grow in their comfort level a little bit. You just 2 shots on target, not enough.
All right, let's take a peek at how we got to this particular moment in time and the highlights of the first 45 minutes. And early on, Lema Castanera.
Castanera at the near post, denying Chris Lema. Castanera had more to do as he gets a right hand to that one, puts it over the crossbar. Dylan Castanera with 4 saves in the first half. Andrew Carlton forced to save from Evan Loro. Romario Williams forced to save from Loro there. We see Castanera with another save. That one is offside on the final touch. No goal there. Carlton with a beautiful ball from the right wing. No chance resulting from it. Williams can't settle it. Williams again defended from Kilwine, cleared away. And here's the goal. Rito with the overlap, beats Castanera at the near post. Atlanta switches off just a bit at the end, and they get punished for it.
And there's how we got to 1-0 Red Bulls. You're watching the USL Championship on ESPN Plus. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
Tratamiento médico que usted o un familiar merece. Puede resultar difícil si no cuenta con la ayuda de un buen abogado. Por eso nos dedicamos a pelear por sus derechos, asegurándonos que usted no solo reciba la compensación que merece, sino que también reciba la mejor atención médica. Le atendemos en español. 404-888-8888. Bader Law Firm, comprometidos con usted y su familia.
I knew your name before you did. I knew your fears, your hopes. I knew what you could accomplish, how great you could be. And I knew just where to take you when you got hurt.
You'll be back out there in no time.
For physical therapists and certified athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
There are never enough hours in the day, so you can't let sniffles, strep, or aches and pains slow you down. But finding great healthcare that fits your schedule can be tricky. With Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, you can get great same-day care right around the corner. There are 27 locations and counting, all with extended hours and most open 7 days a week. You can book an appointment online to get in, out, and on your way. Visit piedmont.org/quickcare now to learn more. Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, one stop to better.
Los accidentes suceden sin avisar y conseguir el tratamiento médico que usted o un familiar merece puede resultar difícil si no cuenta con la ayuda de un buen abogado. Por eso nos dedicamos a pelear por sus derechos, asegurándonos que usted no solo reciba la compensación que merece, sino que también reciba la mejor atención médica. Le atendemos en español. 404-888-8888. Bader Law Firm, comprometidos con usted y su familia.
Welcome back to Fifth Third. Getting you ready for the second 45 minutes. And with Red Bulls 2 up 1-0, I know that you put your thinking cap on, and if you were in charge of both sides, if you were Glassy and you were John Wolyniec, you had thoughts in your head, adjustments for the second 45.
Well, not so much big changes if I was in charge of it, but for New York, I think you see with Rito, you need to attack down the right side. Luis Fernando has done a pretty good job at left back in his first start there, but he's the weak link for Atlanta defensively just because of that lack of experience. At times, New York does need to be able to put their foot on the ball and control the pace. Chris Lema is the player who can do that. He leads the team in passes per 90 minutes. He's second in the team in creating chances. He knows when to slow it down, when to speed it up. For Atlanta, they have to find Andrew Carleton more in the final third. He's been outstanding tonight with his pass and his vision. And they need to have a little more patience in the final third. It's been pretty much north and south for Atlanta once they've gotten into the final third. Romario Williams, too many loose touches there. Sometimes pull it back. Look for the secondary run from Laurent Kisiadou or Gordon Wild.
And so you've had your thoughts, and the one thing that has stuck in my head, more touches for Andrew Carleton, because in the highlight package we saw that he was more than happy to fire away, and there were a couple of close calls for AC in that first 45, and with more touches, you know, that you have the shooter keep shooting, and one of those times it goes in the back of the net.
Oh, Andrew Carleton's feeling it. It's not really about the shots as much as it is the chance creation. Carleton has given Romario Williams a couple of great opportunities. You want to play through Andrew Carleton if you're Atlanta United too. Let him make those decisions on picking out Williams or Wild or Kisiadou. I think he's going to need a little bit of help too as his half goes on. Will Vint and Jack Metcalf both sitting in the midfield behind him. One of them is going to have to push forward a little bit more as Atlanta looks for an equalizer.
Reminder, yellow card to Captain Jack in the 5th minute. Yellow card to Wesley Dacus defending in the 42nd. And a yellow card to Jean-Christophe Kofi in the 12th minute for Red Bulls as well. Underway here in the second half. The Red Bulls in their silver kits. And Atlanta United 2 in their home black kits with the stripes up front. Thanks for accessing us however you are doing so. Alongside Jason Longshore, I'm John Nelson, large device or small. Thanks for hanging out with us here watching the USL Championship on ESPN+. And Alejandro Mariscal waits the sum total of 24 seconds before his first whistle here in the second half.
I don't know what the whistle was for because there was a long time to get this one declared a bit. The foul was on Kofi, and the conversation is with Fernando. Okay. That was interesting.
So we'll keep an eye on that as well. Wesley Dacus with the left. Gordon Wild looking to win that first ball, wins the second, settles it down. Kisiadu can't control.
Has to be better there.
Coming back the other way, it's Red Bull's center circle. And here's a chance for Elney. Launch with the right and in, short side on Dylan Castanera. A minute 11 in, and it's 2-0.
That's why it has to be better at midfield, because the New York Red Bulls, too, will not hesitate to get forward. They immediately run at Luis Fernando, and it's a great ball to Elney. Elney beats Castanera at the near post. And Red Bulls, too, double the lead before Atlanta United, too, knows what hit them.
Absolutely pounced on that chance there.
It's a giveaway at midfield as Gordon Wild, after doing good work to win it back after the initial header goes straight up, tries to play Kisiadu, sloppy pass. That's why you can't have those, because Red Bulls, two passes forward, ball's in the back of the net.
Rito a goal in the 44th at the end of the first half, and then pouncing on things 70 seconds into the second half with Elney, and it's 2-0 Red Bulls 2.
And now all the plans after Stephen Glass had to tear him up going into the half. Now all the plans for the second half are torn up as well, and Atlanta United 2 has to throw caution to the wind and throw numbers forward to get one back.
Romario, who's looking to fire, lifting, looking for AC. Defense is there first, but it goes up to the second floor in the elevator. Comes back down, Kofi is there. Red Bulls 2 with another chance. Nicely done with the right to try to spring Stroud. Campbell is there. Good cleat in the way of that thought by George Campbell, and here come the stripes. Gordon Wild in pursuit. Looks like he'll get there. Marked in the corner, looking to drive. He'll bring it back out. Settle things down. Work with the left into the area, but Red Bulls 2 are there. Nicely done all the way on the big switch to JCL Cedeno. Cedeno wants to do something with the left, pushed through. They want flags up, and it looks like they're going to get flags up. Nice save by Castanera here halfway through minute 49 anyway.
JCL Cedeno just carving Atlanta up there. Pass took a little too long to pick out Elney. Couldn't delay the run any further. He gets in behind Campbell and Dacus. Too easy right now for Red Bulls 2 as they attack through the midfield. Atlanta having to commit numbers forward. When the ball turns over, New York is punishing them every time.
Go all the way back to Evan Loro. Loro sends it forward with the right. One in the air by Campbell. Kilwine will now send it forward. Dacus backtracking. Castanera's there as well.
See, that's the type of ball for Red Bulls, too, though. You look at it on the surface, and you wonder why Kilwine is just giving that away. It creates this opportunity. It allows Red Bulls, too, to activate their press.
Elney was there. Lemma was there.
So that long ball from Kilwine ends up gaining about 20 yards. They get a throw in inside Atlanta's half after the pressure causes the turnover from Castanera. Kilwine going, he was taped up after that heavy fall in the first half.
Have to retape him.
Yeah, I think the tape was coming loose a bit.
Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the finest leagues in the world. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit SelectSportAmerica.com. Here comes Red Bulls again. There goes Dacus with the header trying to clear. Flicks it. Gallagher was there to help, and it's going to be a throw in the attacking third for Red Bulls 2 here in minute 51. Into the area, nicely done left. Too much on that one by Red Bulls, but it was another chance for those Silver Kits to put something on net and Dylan Castanera.
Someone for Atlanta has to step up here and grab this match.
Rito thought about it, gives it to Vint. Captain Jack. Back to Campbell. Vint in the middle. Kofi on him. Big idea with the right. Too much there looking for Gallagher. Good idea.
Beautiful ball from Will Vint. John Gallagher can't corral it.
So let's see what Red Bulls try to do here. Second ball, Kofi and Vint. And they're going to call Vint for the foul.
Possibly a little bit of a shove from Will Vint.
So Kilwine sending folks forward. Had Buckmaster with him, but he'd just go ahead and flick it forward with the left. But here come the stripes again. Andrew Carlton. A lot of silver surrounding him, so he'll go back to Campbell. Dacus. Luis Fernando. Didn't quite hang on to it, and it'll be a throw for Red Bulls. Looks like a substitution now for Red Bulls 2 here in minute number 53. And it's going to be Connor Maurer coming in.
Entering the game, number 95, Connor Maurer.
And he'll come in for Reese Buckmaster. So 95 in, 91 out.
Replacing number 91 for New York.
Connor Maurer, 17 starts at the U.S. Soccer Development Academy level in the 2018-2019 season that is moving into the playoffs right now. He has experience with the U.S. Youth National Team pools as well. He moves into the back line, pairing up with Preston Kilwine at center back.
Kisidu trying to do something with Kofi, and it's going to stick with Red Bulls. There's Rito, and he will throw. Sending it down the touchline. Nice turn there. Good idea. But Atlanta United 2 will go ahead and clear.
Maurer and Romario Williams are already getting to know one another.
Dacus hits the deck, sent into the area. Gets on his feet very, very quickly. Nicely done there. George Campbell will send it out with the left, just getting rid of it.
Looked like Elney shoved Dacus out of the way. No call.
Yeah.
Game's getting a little chippy all over the field right now.
Yeah. And Elney wanted a handball. There's a whistle from Mariscal, and Mariscal is going to walk over. He has his eyes on somebody, and now he's walking up to the point.
It is a handball and a free kick coming up for New York.
So Lemma is there in front of it. Andrew Carlton.
Dangerous opportunity right on the edge of the 18.
Castanera directing the two-man wall. A lot of space in front of him. Sent in nicely there by Lemma.
Castanera had to make a save. It skips in front of him.
Yeah. Gallagher steers his way out of trouble.
Now Gordon Wild double teamed in the corner. He's able to get it out to Carlton.
Kofi there with a push.
Really smart from Kofi there as Atlanta tries to play out. New York is extended. Commit that foul. Allow your team to reset. Deliberate foul, intelligent foul. And now Atlanta's break has been stalled.
Here in minute 56, 2-0 Red Bulls 2. Goal toward the end of the first 45 minutes and a goal a minute 10 seconds in by Sebastian Elney. Andrew Carlton on the ground, and a foul. Looks like they're going to call it on Zayats. And Cedeno down as well, but he'll get back up quickly.
Carlton was initially battling with Rito. Ends up getting hit in the backwash by Zayats, and Atlanta plays the free kick quickly down the left.
Kisiadou sends it in, headed clear. Metcalf is there. Let's see what the Stripes can do with it here. Gallagher on the turn. Sends it in with the right. Romario missed the header. Chested, but cleared by Red Bulls.
Connor Maurer was able to get into Romario Williams just enough with the body to throw him off on the header attempt.
Give and go with Metcalf. Gordon Wild. Nicely done there. Wild sends it in with the right, looking for either Romario or Kisiadou. Kisiadou comes down with it. Nice spin there with the right punch. Loro cleared.
Big save, Evan Loro. Laurent Kisiadou's able to turn and rifle one in pretty quickly. He's on it again.
Kisiadou on Cedeno. Give to Carlton. Romario caught from behind. Here comes Red Bulls. But nicely done by Luis Fernando to regain possession. Romario and Metcalf. Gallagher.
Take another look at Kisiadou's shot as he's able to turn. Loro gets both hands behind it and pushes it wide of trouble. Excellent goalkeeping from Evan Loro.
Romario lost possession, but with the deflection, it ends up going all the way back to Loro, so Red Bulls will try it again.
That's easy pickings for Evan Loro. Now he can take his time.
Luis Fernando. Cedeno back and forth. Romario can't touch it. Kilwine being chased by Kisiadou. Back to Loro. Center circle. Over Will Vint, headed backwards. Elney. Dacus defending. Vint there as well. Red Bulls want a call. They don't get it. Metcalf and Gallagher.
Strong defending from Will Vint.
And Kilwine sends it out. You've got two Red Bulls players down. One of them is Lemma. And he's hot about not getting a call.
Lemma with a lot of demonstrative actions. And instead, Mariscal's going over to talk to John Wolenek and his fourth official.
And Elney was the other one down, and Elney's going to be getting treatment.
Lemma was down, frustrated about not getting a call as four players came together. Elney came in at the end, and Will Vint won the ball at the end of that and turned away from trouble. Jared Stroud having a long conversation with Mariscal, and teammates are trying to pull Stroud away.
Now Stroud looks like he's cooling off slightly, and he doesn't know. There he goes. He's like, all right, I'm going to calm down now. He's going back and forth talking with John Wolenek now.
That's one interpretation.
Yes.
Mariscal did not see Lemma pounding the turf, throwing his arm up.
And now Mariscal's talking with Jack Metcalf.
Metcalf is on a yellow. It's never a good sign when both teams are frustrated about situations. And things have been very slow to move forward at times tonight. We'll see how the rest of the half continues. 30 minutes left, and it's only going to pick up in intensity as we go.
Yep. Will Vint, center circle. Gallagher. Good flick, looking for Wild. Off the outside of the boot, so it's going to go back to Red Bulls 2.
Good idea. Execution not there as Gordon Wild can't get there in time. When Atlanta can get their outside backs forward, Fernando and Gallagher, they're creating some opportunities out wide for crossing situations. That's been Atlanta's best source of chances in the second half.
Foul on Romario that time, pushing as Kilwine tried to get rid of it, so it's going to come all the way back. And now Kilwine having a bit of a discussion with the assistant.
And Romario having a conversation with Mariscal.
Looks like Gordon Wild's night is done and Laurent Kissiadou's night is done. And Romario's night is done.
Brandon Vasquez checking in.
So Brandon Vasquez in the 62nd.
In the 61st minute.
Patrick Okonkwo in as well.
Romario Williams.
Believe the other substitution was Jackson Conway, as Stephen Glass goes with all three subs up top to change things for Atlanta.
Brandon Vasquez.
Okonkwo back defensively, make sure the ball goes over the inline. So yes, Jackson Conway. Conway, Vasquez, and Okonkwo in.
Patrick Okonkwo.
Glassy changes the front three. It's Vasquez in the middle playing as a number 9. Okonkwo's on the left, Conway's on the right. They're going to have to come back and defend as well. We saw Okonkwo that last time, shielded away, earned the goal kick for Atlanta, and now Atlanta attacks down the right side.
There's Vasquez. He'll get there. Quelled nicely there by Red Bulls, so it'll be a throw deep in the Atlanta United 2 attacking third.
Vasquez has missed a lot of time with Atlanta United and Atlanta United 2 this season with a right knee injury. First time we've seen Brandon in a little bit.
Dacus, Metcalf. Okonkwo lost his footing, but Vint is there. And they'll try it again with Gallagher.
Another good defensive play from Connor Maurer since he came in.
Sent in, settled. Conway. Carlton looking to flick to Spring Vasquez, but it ends up going to Evan Laurel.
Oh, what an idea from Andrew Carlton. Brandon Vasquez not on the same page, not making the run for him. Atlanta shifted other things around as well. Jack Metcalf has dropped into the left back role, and Luis Fernando has moved into a central midfield role with Will Vint. Expect Vint to sit and protect the back four, and Luis Fernando to try to join Andrew Carlton and create some chances going forward.
Kofi shouldered off, but they're going to call a foul on Jackson Conway. Quickly put back in by Zayats. Conway now in pursuit. Left in Campbell. Gets the boot there to clear. Luis Fernando was there as well, but it looks like it's going to be a corner kick for Red Bulls 2 here as we turn minute 65. Maurer going in, Elney going in with the left and over everybody. Rito had it, lost it. Will Vint looking to switch. And he does. Jackson Conway keeps it in. No, he doesn't. Looks like it's going to be a throw for Red Bulls 2.
Neither Okonkwo or Conway could find the handle on that one and get Atlanta out of their own half.
Molinek giving instructions for the throw. Campbell. Vint. Red Bulls 2 wanted a call there off of the joust. They don't get it. Here comes Metcalf again.
Conway came in from behind. Could have been called.
Big idea with the right. Conway got climbed up over the back, but it ends up heading straight to Loro. Vasquez with token pressure. Loro will pick it up here halfway through minute 66.
Conway was battling with Luba there. Luba wins that battle.
Goal by Edgardo Rito in the 44th. Goal by Sebastian Elney in the 47th. And that's where we are right now at 2-0 Red Bulls 2 over Atlanta United 2. A battle of 2 versus 10 in the Eastern Conference. Okonkwo. Vasquez with the right in.
Outstanding work from Patrick Okonkwo, and Brandon Vasquez with an outstanding take to let that run, gets a touch to slow it up, and then does not hesitate as Loro's coming out, plays it into the far side netting with the inside of his right boot. Brandon Vasquez gets back on the board for Atlanta United and cuts the lead in half.
Couple of minutes in, Brandon Vasquez gets his first goal in a very long time. Great to see that go down, and it's now 2-1.
The substitutions for Stephen Glass. Patrick Okonkwo assists, Brandon Vasquez scores.
5 minutes in to that new top three getting some work done. And it's 2-1. Dacus. Cedeno chasing. Vint looking for help. Not enough on it. Cedeno opportunity, and Dylan Castanera there to defend.
Big play again from Dylan Castanera.
Elney had a chance to get his second of the night. And Red Bulls 2 look like they're going to make another substitution. Let's take another look at Castanera coming up big.
Point blank save on Sebastian Elney. Dylan Castanera with the quick reactions to push it wide.
Sal Esposito checking in. JCL Cedeno will be checking out here in minute 69.
Good start for Cedeno tonight. Caused Atlanta a lot of problems down New York's right side. Esposito has spent time with the U23s, as you mentioned earlier, was a big part of their win over FC Motown in the Lamar Hunt US Open Cup. Also spent some time in Italy as part of Genoa and Napoli's academies. Spent time with the U.S. Youth National Team as well.
Lemma in with the left, flicked and to the near post. Nothing happening. Castanera was there to protect. So it's going to be a goal kick. Fans follow Atlanta United 2 and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN+. Home to the USL, MLS, UFC, Open Cup, and more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who've already discovered ESPN+ and watch the USL Championship live every week. Sign up at ESPNplus.com. Rito, Okonkwo coming in from behind.
I think the foul might have been on Metcalf initially, and then Okonkwo kind of fell over him. Atlanta United needs to keep their foot on the gas here in the final 20 minutes.
Into the area, chested down. Stroud looking to turn. Gallagher nicely done there, and it's going to be a corner kick.
The evolution of John Gallagher as a defender. Last year, I don't know if he makes that play on Jared Stroud.
So Lemma will give the corner, will take the corner here. Elney is there, Maurer is there. Esposito lurking at the top of the area as well. Stroud could be involved in with the left, headed right on.
Wesley Dacus lost Sebastian Elney. Elney's header right at Castanera.
Vint, 3 silver kits collapse on him in a hurry. Over to Metcalf.
Vint handles it well, though.
Back to Dacus. Big switch was not there. looking for Jackson Conway. Luis Fernando trying to track it down. He'll keep it in. Nicely done there.
Love the effort from Luis Fernando every week for Atlanta United too.
Playing advantage right now. They're going to bring it back to the point to where Will Vint went in trying to challenge for the ball. So it'll be a set piece from probably 25 or so for Red Bulls 2 here halfway through minute 71.
Something we're seeing more and more of when advantage is played, and Mariscal was very clear in showing that was advantage. He saw the foul from Vint. The longer window now of allowing it to come back, that time I think Mariscal, it felt right because there was really no advantage that ended up materializing for New York.
Lemma and Stroud are there. Lemma will send it in with the left into the area. A couple of slips. Okonkwo will finally clear. Brandon Vasquez is there. Nice back work to Andrew Carlton. AC looking for help. He's got Vasquez to his left.
Not a good enough ball. Rito's able to pick it out too easily.
Esposito directing a little traffic. Back and forth with Elney. Lemma right on.
The slip from Dacus. Campbell had to slide over a bit. It opened up the space for Lemma. Shot doesn't really trouble Castanera, though.
Carlton.
Good decision from Carlton to pull that back.
Metcalf will pull it back even further to Castanera. And there's Campbell with a nice turn.
Nice dribble from George Campbell.
Looking to spring Vasquez again, too much there. Laura will pounce on it. Take a little time.
Nice composure on the dribble from Campbell, and then an even better ball into Brandon Vasquez. Unable to settle it.
Metcalf misses the first ball with Elney. Dacus is there. Campbell, a little hand fighting.
But Campbell gets the touch that he needed to.
And Mariscal is calling for the physios to come and take a peek at Elney.
He's pointing to his head, worried about a potential head injury. That's why he stopped play as Atlanta was trying to work it to the right side. Didn't think there was much of a concern about a head injury there. And Mariscal's demanding that the trainer comes out. And New York doesn't want to send the trainer out.
Olenek just motioning Elney over. And Mariscal's going to take a bit of a quicker pace than Elney.
You have to be careful anytime there's a concern, there's a head injury. And the referee is within his rights, absolutely, if he thinks there could be a head injury, to stop play, make sure it gets checked out. In this case, don't think there was one. And then he was calling for the trainer to come out. We see Elney and Dacus battling there. I can absolutely see why Mariscal stopped play. It looks like they collide and have a clash of heads. That's why it's a little more surprising. Now, okay, Elney does have to step off. Little surprising the Red Bulls, too, did not want to send a trainer out. Now, I know you don't want him to have to come off the field, but there was a clash of heads.
Will Vint trying to pass and charge through. Dacus nicely done. He'll still keep it center circle. Vint and Metcalf. Andrew Carlton will turn. Okonkwo can't get there.
Offside. Andrew Carlton tries to slip that through. Loro pounced on it anyway. Elney back on now. He's fine.
15 minutes plus time added at the end left here. Goal by Brandon Vasquez has cut the Red Bulls 2 advantage to 2-1. Vinton Esposito. Esposito with a little juking and jiving, lost his footing. And then flags up there.
Esposito on the, foul called on Vint, actually. Esposito thought when he went down, he grabbed it with his hand, but the AR put the flag up to call Mariscal's attention to the foul on Vint.
So Lemma will take. Metcalf will walk back to 10. In with the left and deflected in.
What a free kick from the New York Red Bulls, too. Designed straight from the training ground. Chris Lemma hits the run of Kyle Zayek coming across the top of the 6, and all it needs is a touch. Zayek's with the touch into the far side netting. Castanera, no chance.
Let's take another look.
Lemma with the left foot to the near post. Zayek comes across unmarked, just redirects it.
Good flick with the right, and it makes it 3-1. Flags up.
Handball in the joust there. Atlanta United 2 with a free kick. About 25 yards from goal out on the right. Carlton gets bailed out, actually. Tried to take that quickly. Lauro was baiting him maybe a little bit.
Mariscal wanted to use the magic spray, and so that's where we are right now.
That one benefits Atlanta United too.
So Metcalf looking for a good chunk of turf to tee it up on. In with the left, headed up into the air. Okonkwo looking to get it, but it's going to go over, and it's going to be another corner for Atlanta United 2, and this is another Creature Comforts corner kick.
Jack Metcalf coming across to take it.
Corner kick brought to you by Creature Comforts Brewing Company, reminding you to be curious and pursue your passion.
Andrew Carlton in the area, Jackson Conway in the area, in with the right. Punched by Lauro, hit another body on the way out, but Metcalf will come up with it. Quick throw as it hit Lemma on the way out the door. Metcalf will send it all the way back to Dacus. Will Vint is there. Campbell. Vint over the top. Settled into the 6, deflected. Can Vasquez get there and do something with it to turn? No, but Luis Fernando is there, and he gets it poked away. Red Bulls 2 come back. Elney almost got there. Campbell got there first.
Elney gets a forearm into the back of Campbell's. He's trying to turn the corner. Foul called. Atlanta will take the free kick.
Halfway through minute 79. 3-1. New York Red Bulls 2. Metcalf. Dacus. Big switch looking for Gallagher. Nicely done. Into the area. Vasquez almost had a touch and cleared and sent into like the 9th row just to turn it into another Creature Comforts corner kick for ATL UTD 2, but the pressure was there.
Atlanta getting opportunities down the right with Gallagher. Big switch. Good ball from John Gallagher. Lauro with the first touch, and New York's able to clear.
Short corner. Carlton. Luis Fernando looking to turn with the right. Vint sends it with the right, just missed the upper 90.
Vint just a little hesitant on that shot as he's leaning back. He doesn't get into it.
Get updates and alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for Atlanta United 2, then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores. Get reminders on the Stripes' next match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your club. Last touch by Metcalf, so it will be a throw for Red Bulls 2. Rito will do it. Trying to come down the touchline, intercepted. Vint. Campbell looking to charge. Gallagher and Luis Fernando, nicely done. Jackson Conway thought about closing the distance, but Fernando, great speed to get back to it. Can Conway get there? Nope, Lauro got there first.
Great run from Luis Fernando. Final ball doesn't give Jackson Conway an opportunity. Lauro pounces on it.
Red Bulls 2 working now in the attacking third. Lema looked to turn. Esposito had it and lost it to Campbell, and it goes back to Dylan Castanera. Quick outlet to Metcalf. Carlton. Luis Fernando. Jackson Conway. Vasquez has a chance, can't get in there and reclaim it. Lauro hops on top of it. Another opportunity for the Stripes.
The ball in looking for Conway, trying to fit it into a tight angle. It's not touched away. Vasquez gets a touch, but he can't play it into his own run. And Evan Lauro quick off his line.
Metcalf gets there. Okonkwo and back to Dacus. Carlton looking to turn. Maurer fouled him.
Handball off of Carlton.
Okay.
That's something.
'83rd minute. Mariscal wants the Red Bulls to bring the ball back in. Done there by Maurer with the right. Esposito off the header on the second ball. Looking for Rito. In and around Will Vint. Okonkwo kept it in, but to a Red Bulls player. Lema looking for a call, and he'll get it.
Oh, wow. Andrew Carlton melting down a little bit, and it's hard to blame him. Two very difficult calls go against him. He'll take a yellow card for punting the ball into the stands. Actually, no, the yellow went to somebody else.
Yeah. Carlton's walking out towards center circle.
The yellow card caution has been issued by the referee to Atlanta. Number 26,
John Gallagher given the yellow here in the 84th.
Just take another look here. Dacus steps up, Carlton from behind. Lema looked like he was going to ground before Dacus got there. Not much more Dacus can do.
Yeah.
Carlton was coming in from behind. He didn't make contact either. That's another dangerous free kick for Red Bulls 2 on the edge of the 18. Carlton does get the yellow card. Carlton had to get a yellow for picking up the ball and punting it into the stands.
No
That's
doubt.
an easy yellow.
Yeah.
And a yellow card caution.
The yellow to Gallagher was for the initial conversation after the foul was called.
In the 84th minute.
Taking a lot of time to set up another free kick.
Mariscal measures it off. Luba's there, Stroud is there, Lema's there. Luba with the left into the wall. Grounder into Stripes kits, and Red Bulls 2 will just fire it away, and it'll be another quick goal kick for Dylan Castanera.
We'll be curious to see how much stoppage time is added.
Okonkwo got the first ball. Metcalf pushed away from the second. Esposito now.
That's a good ball from Esposito.
Kofi tries to flick with the right. Esposito there now. Kofi looking to set up that right foot, couldn't do it. Elney. Back to Kofi. Rito and Kofi a little back and forth. Chance for Red Bulls through the goal mouth, but it comes out. Vasquez had a chance, overrun by Carlton. Red Bulls 2 back with it.
Give Castanera credit. He got a hand on that cross.
Okonkwo wanted a flag up, didn't get it. So a push is there. No whistle from the AR on that opportunity. Conway, Luis Fernando, and kicked away. '87th minute, Red Bulls 2, another chance. Set back nicely, Will Vint will clear, and it'll be just a throw for Red Bulls 2 in the attacking third.
Third goal for New York really took the life out of Atlanta.
Yeah. Left through, Kofi. Will Vint trying to challenge. Sent back, Lemma tries to scoop right on Dylan Castanera.
Quality work from Red Bulls 2 in possession in the final third. Unable to create a chance out of it. That's the type of work they're going to have to do as they get deeper into this season when teams decide to concede possession to avoid New York's press. It's the same situation we've seen at times with the first team for New York. They have to have at least a little bit of a plan B.
Trying to go over the top to Vasquez, hit him in the back. Mariscal no call there as Maurer went sliding in for the ball. Dacus going back in center field, letting Castanera grab it right at the edge of the area. Quick outlet to Metcalf. Nicely done, Brandon Vasquez. Tries to cut it in with the right. Lemma's there. Slide tackle missed.
There's another good defensive play from Connor Maurer. Just waited for that to develop as Brandon Vasquez beats the first defender, but Maurer picks up the loose ball after the heavy touch.
Jackson Conway tried to spring Okonkwo. Okonkwo wasn't looking for it. Goes back to Evan Loro, and Loro will waste some time. Halfway through minute 89, 3-1. Once again, goal at the late stages of the first half from Edgardo Rito. Nice run that beat Dylan Castanera on the short side. Made it 1-0. Then Sebastian Elney beating Castanera short side again in the 47th. Made it 2-0. Goal by Brandon Vasquez. Made it 2-1. And here come the Red Bulls again up 3-1.
Kofi takes it off of Will Vint in possession at midfield.
Esposito, nice idea over. Cut back, shot blocked that time by Campbell. Zayats is there. Into the area, Dacus tries to head it clear, not all the way out though. Another chance for Red Bulls 2. Gallagher sent in, Castanera is there. 30 seconds left of the original 90. Brandon Vasquez will settle it down. Was looking for Carlton, but Kofi got there first. It'll be a throw. Looks like it's going to be 5 minutes added. And it's going to be the last substitution for Red Bulls 2. And while they do that, let's take one more chance to let you know. Get updates and alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for Atlanta United 2. Then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores. Get reminders on the Stripes' next match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your club.
Bryce LaBelle will be checking in for Jean-Christophe Kofi. Kofi, really strong presence for New York Red Bulls, too, in the middle of the park tonight. Physical presence when needed. Lebel comes in after 22 starts in U.S. Soccer Development Academy play. Played with New York's U19 squad this year.
5 minutes officially up on the board. Campbell into the area. Brandon Vasquez tries to head it on. Nicely done there. Evan Loro gets his mitts in the air to hang on to it.
Good header from Vasquez, but that's an easy save for Loro. Take another look now. Vasquez wins the aerial duel, but it's an easy save for Loro, and he takes his time to punt it downfield.
Metcalf tries to send it forward. Hit last by Elney, so it'll be a throw for the Stripes. Carlton, nice swing there, but Campbell has to track it down. Pressure by Silver Kits all the way back to Castanera. Vasquez misses, Okonkwo misses. Vasquez can't get it back. Esposito now. Metcalf back to defend. And nicely done there. Castanera with the save, but well done by Esposito to set the shot.
Stroud doesn't hit it cleanly right at Castanera.
Vint tries to bring it down. He can't. Elney. Stroud. And over again for Red Bulls too. Luis Fernando trying to close space. Stroud with a chance here with the left into the area and through, and it will be Metcalf to track it down.
The sloppiness here at the end. Stephen Glass will not be happy with the number of chances Red Bulls 2 are getting here at the end of this match.
Foul called there on Rito as he was challenging Vasquez.
Rito's climbing on Vasquez's back.
Carlton, Lemma on him. AC tries to send it into the area, hit back out. Campbell will get it. Elney kind of half chasing, and now we know that Elney will end up with it. Vint had it, lost it. Red Bulls 2 again. Up and over, Castanera will get there first, and he'll grab onto it, send it back to Dacus quickly. Metcalf, Dacus. Conway had to let it go. Gallagher was there, flags up.
Offside.
Good organization from New York as they step up in unison. Catch Gallagher, I believe, and Okonkwo offside there. And Gallagher cramping up on the far side.
Evan Loro there to help out. Once again, thanks to everybody who showed up here for military night here at Fifth Third Bank Stadium. With questionable weather, a lot of folks were wondering whether or not they should make the trip. Those who made the trip got to see why New York Red Bulls 2 are right now second in the table behind Tampa Bay Rowdies in the Eastern Conference here in the USL Championship.
John Wolynick implements the Red Bulls style in a very, very easy way for players to come in and out of this group. And tonight, he didn't have a full complement of players that he normally does, and he gets a very strong win on the road. New York's only won 1-1 away coming into this. Fourth match on the road, and this team responded in a big way. After they gave up the goal, lead gets cut in half. New York didn't stutter at all, and they restore their 2-goal lead pretty quickly off of a well-worked set piece.
Castanera sends it forward. Rito is there. And that'll do it. Alejandro Mariscal blows the whistle. And after 95 minutes and a little bit more than that, New York Red Bulls 2 end up getting full points. 3-1 your final score. We come back after this. The USL Championship on ESPN Plus. We'll put a bow on this one, get you set for the rest of the weekend. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
I knew your name before you did. I knew your fears, your hopes. I knew what you could accomplish, how great you could be. And I knew just where to take you when you got hurt.
You'll be back out there in no time.
For physical therapists and certified athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
Los accidentes suceden sin avisar y conseguir el tratamiento médico que usted o un familiar merece puede resultar difícil si no cuenta con la ayuda de un buen abogado. Por eso nos dedicamos a pelear por sus derechos, asegurándonos que usted no solo reciba la compensación que merece, sino que también reciba la mejor atención médica. Le atendemos en español. 404-888-8888. Bader Law Firm, comprometidos con usted y su familia.
There are never enough hours in the day, so you can't let sniffles, strep, or aches and pains slow you down. But finding great healthcare that fits your schedule can be tricky. With Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, you can get great same-day care right around the corner. There are 27 locations and counting, all with extended hours and most open 7 days a week. You can book an appointment online to get in, out, and on your way. Visit piedmont.org/quickcare now to learn more. Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, one stop to better.
I knew your name before you did. I knew your fears, your hopes. I knew what you could accomplish, how great you could be. And I knew just where to take you when you got hurt.
You'll be back out there in no time.
For physical therapists and certified athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
Welcome back to Fifth Third Bank Stadium. Time to put a bow on this one. New York Red Bulls 2 getting full points. 3-1 win over Atlanta United 2. And when you look at the final book, I know that we're going to put some stats on the screen, but is there anything else that sticks out to you when we look at the final numbers?
25 shots for New York Red Bulls to 12 on target. More shots on target for New York than Atlanta had shots on the night. Possession about what you would expect, 56-44. It was about that way in the first half. But New York with 14 shots in the second half, 7 on target. They took over the game at the end of the first half. They gave up the goal. It was just a blip for John Wolynick's squad, and they right the ship and get out of here with a huge 3 points as they're chasing the Tampa Bay Rowdies.
All right, let's take a peek at how we got to the full result. 3-1 final for Red Bulls 2. Taking a look at the highlights, Andrew Carlton had a couple of close calls. You wanted him more active in the second 45. JCL Cedeno with Castanera getting a paw up there, and then there's Rito with the first.
Rito opens the scoring right at the end of the first half. Great overlap and ball from Cedeno to play him in. Vasquez pulls it back after a good ball from Okonkwo, but it's not enough.
You're watching the USL Championship on ESPN Plus. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you next Saturday.
Transmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.